Yo, so how's it going? So it's been a week, and your boy's back here again. Let's pick up from the last time. And I obviously have to shout more in these videos because I don't have a microphone. I need to get one, and I should probably not be recording this in the night time, but it's just what's the routine spin. Anyway, I just like to cover up some things and just move on with my life as usual. Hopes and despair. So yeah, that's what a life of a guy who outreaches every day. Anyways, if you don't know me, I'm a just a random guy who's trying to land his first paying client, who's working his ass off to land one, and hope you watch this journey and whatever. I don't care. Anyways, I just like to inform you about one incident. So what happened was like I was not outreaching. So I was not outreaching, but I followed up with all the guys that I outreached to. That's like 500. Like I didn't know that I had outreach to probably 500 to 600, 700 ish guys. Not that I followed up to all of them, but I followed up to 300, probably 300 or more than 350 of them in a single day. What happened was like the email systems, I don't know what do they call it, but the email system, the cloud, whatever, it just regarded me as a spam, and just like my account was temporarily banned because like I was spamming all this, hey, like, did you check this out, did you check this out, did you check this out, messages all over. And I was afraid because I had outreach to so many people and I had so many, like, what do I call it, email lists on my arsenal that I could be using later on. And thank god I got it back anyways. But what happened was two guys replied to the email. I guess believe three guys. Two of them were pretty like what do they call it? Let's break it down. So three guys replied. One was obviously negative. I don't know what he said, but I already deleted the message because I don't like to be surrounded by negative things. The another guy just asked me where I'm from, and when I replied, he did not reply me back. The third guy, by the way, like he was interested in hopping on a call with him. He even scheduled, like he asked for my Instagram username, and he also went ahead and booked a call. But what happened was um, he his daughter was just born, and I know this sounds like a cap. Oh yeah, he landed in the cloud, but he just ignored you. And I thought the same because I've like been outreaching more than you probably. I don't want to brag, but that's just the way it is. And yeah, like seen a couple of the situations has happened to me earlier on, and I just thought that yeah, that's is the same thing also always. And I thought he was coping and stuff like that. I had already followed him on Instagram, and when I just saw his post, like his daughter was actually born, and yeah, I just congratulated him and told him that maybe later on we could work together. Maybe we could hop on a call later on. And yeah, I'll follow him up after after 2 weeks, or maybe after a month. But right now, no client. Boo. Anyways, yeah, that's just the way it is. But remember to follow up, man. Like I was not following up for a long time. Like I've been outreaching, as I said, for more than I've outreached to more than 600 and 700 people. And let me tell you, this is a systemized outreach. I'm giving them value, some sort of, at the very least. I'm not just going, need a copyright, I need a copyright. And like I could have done 10,000 outreaches till now if I had just done need a copyright messages. And yeah, that's just it. And action step for you, action plan. What you can learn from this, keep following up. It's just the second time I've followed up. Like people, like Charlie Morgan, like he tells you to follow up for at least 8 times. And what I'm like, how you could like put this on steroids is just follow up with more value instead of like giving everything up front. Follow up with value, less, like little by little by little, and they will notice you. And that's the plan I'm implementing now. Not now, but I hope to in a week or so. Right now I'm trying a different thing, but you see, like outreach was, I thought that outreach, I never thought about systems, like you could of course, like you just, I, for lack of words, what do I call it, like you can always keep on outreaching to one guy every day, or three, four, five guys. That's just too much work. Like you're writing a free work, it takes you an hour, and possibly because you don't have much time on your hands, you like outreach to 5 or 6 people at a time, every day. And that's just not going to produce results, because you can compare the volume for this. But even like if you like spam emails, cold emails, that's just going to put a negative image of you and your niche. I hope you have a niche anyways. um, oh, but what I mean to tell you is that if, until and unless it's systemized, like it's systemized up to the point that you can hire somebody else like a VA or something to do it for you, it hasn't reached the optimal level. And there are some metrics that you need to get in before this is systemized. Of course I can tell about you because I don't have any client, but it's just a way I think, and I'm very confident about it. There are a few things I've ever been confident about, and this is one of those. Yeah, systemizing. And I like last night, like I we brainstormed a ton of ideas in my notes, and those were pretty good. What do we call it? Yeah, those were just ideas, not pretty good ideas. Who am I to judge, right? Those were just ideas that I'd be implementing over the next few weeks. I won't go ahead and tell you the entire plan because number one, um, what do we call it? Number one, like I won't go ahead and tell you because I just don't like yapping about things. I just like doing them and then telling you about the results. So fuck that. Yeah, systemized outreach. I checked it. Here are some like mistakes I made on my way till now that you can avoid. The number one thing like you could make mistake with is like rudeness, thinking that you're a hot shot or something. Everybody knows that you're starting out. Everybody knows that if you need to outreach, you like don't have enough credibility to land clients from word of mouth. So, and if you go ahead and like become rude as in not like rude, but you're being rude by looking down at them. How, let me just explain this more clearly. Like if you just assume like they need your help, like they are like, if you assume like they're blessed to have you, you're wrong. You're so wrong. Like you're getting a lot of negative responses. I have like myself talked with a few guys like who I outreach to, like talking back to me and just like not like cursing me, but just telling how bad your system is. And thanks to them, like I have a good system right now. But you get this, right? Don't be rude, don't look down at them. Hey, like you should do it this way. No, you can't dictate their business. They've been in business more than you have, and trying to dictate them, of course your methods and systems might work, but at the end of the day it's their business, and if them they make the decision. And if you think like you can come from nowhere and just make iterations in the business, uh, you're definitely wrong. You there's something wrong with this system. At the very least I can tell you that. How you can do that is just like frame it as a help, a non-needy approach. Like, hey, like here's a template I made after doing this exercise, this drafts, after writing this many drafts and after studying this for a long short period of time. It could help you get more clients, get more referrals. If not, okay, if everything's set, you don't need to do it. uh, yeah, move on to the next. Yeah, that makes you look like you're non-needy and you're actually even giving some value. Don't give value of too much value up front. The mistakes that I've done, give a small amount of value, but like follow up, like give all the value you can, like whatever you have learned, like put all of it inside a doc, Google Doc, and after that you can like classify them into every bits and then follow up to 8 times. yeah, every time you follow up with a new thing, and after you've followed up for 8 times, the remaining you can follow up even further by saying, "Oh man, I've done all of these for you. Here, man, I've all," and all of this must be systemized because you'll be like you'll cut yourself thin if you keep on outreaching to every guy on the DM. Like if you start writing content, but there must be a script, and a script can only work if you have a niche. Like if you're trying to appeal for everybody, you need to make different templates for different niche, and it's gonna take a lot of time. Better than that, just pick a niche, like go in deep and solve all the problems for them. Make a Google Doc, and after you made a Google Doc, like separate those topic you've written in the Google Doc in different documents, and then send the outreaches and follow-ups, and like arrange however you can. Yeah, that's just my system right now. I hope you apply it, you do it in your way. Of course, like telling you this does not attack me, does not like uh, make me any damage, or it does, I don't care. Use it, guys. I love you all. Anyways, yeah, that was a mistake. Like I was saying, hey, do you do these mistakes? And nobody wants to admit this, right? Yes, man, I do this mistake. Thank you. Like there could be like I had the guy that I outreached to. He did reply me to the mistake guy, but it was like very little, right? Like every 300 follow up, I got a good response. That's a very shit metric. You must be like getting a good response every uh, yeah, getting 2 to 3 good response every 100 outreaches you send. It's better if it's more, and it's definitely not better, not good if it's lower than that. It must be a KPI. The KPI is generally between 3 to 4%, a key performance indicator for you if you don't know it. And yeah, people don't want to make mistakes, and you can be rude to them because you're just starting out, number one, and number two, who do you think you are? That's just the monologue what enters in their brain. Who do you think you are? You're coming out of nowhere and giving me all these ideas on how I should make my business better. Are you telling me how to run my business? Yeah, that's the monologue in their head. Just like don't do that. Just try to like position it as a help. Position yourself. I don't want to sound like a pussy, but you have to like position yourself as somebody lower than them. Like the like let's go back to the whole 48 laws of power. Like never outshine the master thing. Like don't just outshine them. There's a reason like this. It is law number one, I believe. Never outshine the master. And what I did was I was trying to outshine the master. Like I was telling him how to like run his business, and that was shit. But let me tell you all about the outreach system. You can only you can only build a system if you have an intro offer and you have a niche and you practice a lot and send a lot of outreaches, personalize those. That's how like my outreach has been. I don't know better. I can't tell better because again I have not landed any clients, but I just think like I just know that it's good. It's getting there. All I need is iteration and time. I'm sorry. Let me turn off the alarm. Fucking alarm disturbing my videos and shit. Anyways, yeah. As I said, you need an intro offer. You need a niche, and you need enough practice, enough results. Let's see. Like the video is getting too long, but fuck it. You can anybody who's watches gets the value. If not, who cares, right? I'm going to repeat this anyways in my future videos. Yeah, intro offer and a niche and repetitions. So let's go with copywriting. If you're watching me, you're probably with the copywriting thing and marketing thing and whatever related field, right? I don't think a guy just stumble upon my videos. If you did, subscribe. Anyways, like an intro offer, like I have um, like what do I call it, level myself down, yeah, that's for the lack of words, to only doing landing pages because that's what I have more familiarity with, because that's what I've practiced more, and that's what I have broken down more of, and that's what I watched and read more of. So that's my expertise. And what I was doing, trying to do initially when I was starting out, was like I was trying to appeal to everybody. Like, oh man, like I had the scarcity mindset that if I like niche down, I will never have clients. Not that I do it still, but anyways, like just I, it's easier to like niche, like have only an intro offer that's just like a landing page for this x many price, and only like if you do a good job at your intro offer, for example just a landing page, or 12 emails per month, or whatever, like opt-in page, or I don't know what, but you have as your intro offer, and on the back end sell them the entire like a click-rate optimization or some sort of thing, like do the whole email thing and do the whole landing page thing and do the whole opt-in page thing and do the whole funnel building thing. But you can like directly sell the recurring service. You can only sell an intro offer once. And yeah, that just makes sense to me right now. If you don't want to apply it, like nobody's forcing you to, right? And niche, you need to niche down, like as I said. If you like try to appeal to some everybody, you'll cut yourself thin, you'll appeal to nobody, and you just don't have what they call it, you're not like, you don't become the go-to person in that niche. Because if you like appealing to someone, let's say like you're appealing to everybody, and let's say a business coach or mentor, like uh, you want to write a copy, you like all of a sudden wanted to write a copy for a business coach, right? What happens is that there is somebody out there who has niche down to writing only for business coaches. So why would they choose you over the guy who's already writing for the business coaches, right? So here's like the advantage. And of course, like right now when you're starting out, you need to niche down. Later on, like you could hop onto multiple niches, because copywriting is universal. This is not any other tactic. It could go hop, like it's just principles you can apply to this, but it's just better if you start with one. And if there are multiple things that comes into play right now, and you can listen to anybody who says otherwise, but that's just what I'm doing. The next is repetitions. Like you need to be sending enough personalized DMs, like writing copies, writing and doing the actual work, like practice. Because I don't know about SMMA and growth operating, I don't know how they can practice, but I know for copywriters, and copywriters I know how they can practice. Just like like uh, imagine you're selling something and just sell it and just send the doc along with the outreach, and hey, here's what I did. uh One thing I remember with the outreach, like go to spam meteor spam, I don't know, and like spam checker in the meteor email meteor, I don't know, I fuck, there's something like that. You could like check if your email lands in the spam or not in your outreaches. Like check your outreach script, like add your outreach script in the like spam checker, and just check if it's poor, if it has poor deliverability or if it has high deliverability. I am like, ever since I knew about this, like I do every outreach only after like checking if it has any spammy words. So yeah, that's a side quest for you. Repetitions, yeah, practice enough times, like read every day, like read read up 10 pages 20 pages of books every day. I'm reading a book per week, by the way. And re- just what do I call it? Like watch and read and break down and study and add every day. Like you could watch a lot of like there's a video, there's a video series, like 100-day video series, 100-day sales letter breakdown by Games of Conversion. Chava is his name, CZABA, but the channel name is Games of Conversion. Like just watch those every day. It's just you don't have to do much and read some emails from like high level copywriters, Ben Settle, Jarek maybe, Ben Bader maybe. Just an example, right? It's better to do that and repetitions and just yes, there's a study about and practice, 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 practice. Like until and unless you've written like 10 sales pages slash landing pages, you won't have a system in place because you will just be randomly typing. But when you've written like at least a good 10 landing pages, then you'll have a system that you'll follow. Oh, here goes the headline. Oh, here goes the VSL. Oh, here goes the lead, the body, and you'll just come up with new mechanisms like yeah, blood, sweat, and tears. Talk about this part, intro. Talk about this part, intro offer. Talk about this part, summary. Summarize the entire offer, and you'll just have this template in front of you, and that's what you really need at the end of the this whole like personalized outreach thing, so that um, you know so that you can systemize things and you can like put a system into place, an outreach system, so that later on like you can hire somebody to hey man like send my outreaches for me, and it's just like you have a consistent flow of leads, right? And business like I you could tell me that you could just like focus on emails and you could just land one client and you could just go to 10K per month and yeah live your life happily, but like the approach that I went through, the path that I went through was different, like because everybody till now the amount of time I've spent in this, like every one of uh, the people I know have landed a client except for me, and I have done some mistakes but I have learned it the hard way and I have no different perspective on things right now. And yeah, it's like the universe is testing me right now. It's like throwing its best enemies at me and trying to make me not work, metaphorically of course. Who universe does not give a shit about me, and it's like so hard right now. It's a constant state of hope and despair. You get somebody interested and they just go like go away, just like the guy I talked about, and his daughter was just born. Like, why wasn't his daughter born 3 months ago? Why not 3 months after the call that I did? And maybe I could have landed him because he was quite interested. But it's just the way it is, and I can complain, right? So yeah, it's just what it is. I need to be putting effort. Like, let me tell you, like it's just gets so painful. Like, just like you won't have motivation to work anymore because nothing works. You're trying, you're working your ass off every day, but nothing seems to like just hit. You know what I'm talking about? If you know it. Anyways, it's been 24 minutes. Who the fuck's even watching these videos? Probably in the future me, as I always say. I gave enough value today. I gave you enough things that I'm doing. And yeah, you could like ignore what I just said if you're watching this and just go your own way, but I'm confident about this. And after 4 months of this constant despair, like if I am still confident about this, yeah, um, it's just not confidence. Like you just need to put more repetitions, and you'll be more confident if that makes sense. Mm, yeah, I gave enough more value than I was supposed to. I definitely did not think this video was going to be about me yapping about my system. But if I can be confident about the things I'm doing, you definitely can if you're starting out. Um, yeah, ideas, and you will have ideas, but you'll have good ideas to execute, but only if you can execute. That's if that makes sense. More often than not, like it's you who gives up pretty early than necessary, because right now I said like I have a lot of ideas that I want to do over the next few weeks, right? If I happen to lose hope tomorrow and stop doing all of this, I will never get results, right? And yeah, it's going to be hard, like, because landing a single client will change my life, and if it's that hard to change my life, then let it be. That's how I'm coping right now, anyways. Yeah, see you on the next one. Maybe a week after, because I don't have anything to yap every 3 days. I yap for 25 minutes every week, I guess. See you on the next one.